What is going on? Let's talk about it. That was a pretty crazy day and pretty scary, honestly, time in the markets, I must say myself. Just watching, I'm Canadian, so watching the dollar crash was pretty exciting, top notch. Thankfully, we recovered. Thankfully, tariffs all got extended. Obviously, we're going to have to revisit that next at the beginning of the next month. So have that on alert. So by the end of the next month, that we're going to have to pay attention to what's going on in the world with that, with Canada, the U.S., Mexico, and China. That it will be very important that they are, I guess, all these countries are doing what they say they're going to do, or otherwise they are going to be tariffed. So the S&P 500, like I said, we are daily downtrend now on the S&P itself. On S&P futures, we are still, oh no, we did break down. So sorry, yeah, we are daily downtrend on futures as well. Futures is the most important chart. We did get a breakdown with no fall through. We are looking for a daily lower high than this previous resistance right here, daily resistance. But first, we need to see a 4-hour lower high, most likely scenario. And that would look like I said, it could either 15-minute overbought could signify a 4-hour lower high. 1 hour overbought could signify it, or be the top. A 15-minute trend change, which we're in right now, could potentially mean that we're putting in a lower high. So we're doing that right now. It doesn't mean for sure that this will cause our 4-hour consolidation, but it just increases the likelihood. As you can see right here, that is, if we're closing this candle at the low, it is increasing the likelihood. So when this tops out, we are just looking for a 4-hour lower high, which we've made enough room. We hit the golden pocket, which is good news. That's very good to see a equilibrium play out, and we'll have to see how the consolidation looks though at this point. We could always have headline risks now. We have a lot going on. NQ, NASDAQ, still watching out for this equilibrium. It's never broke down. So this level, we never made a lower low from that. And we're really volatile right now, but we are still in this equilibrium. Nothing changes until these levels break. So we're following that for the NASDAQ tech sector. RTY, the Russell, yeah, we could be looking at an equilibrium on this one as well, but we have recovered a little bit more in the platinum zone in between the 0.65 and the 786, sorry. And yeah, so we'll see. We caught support at the 200 moving average. The Dow, obviously still in the daily bull flag. We're holding right at the daily 8 EMA and the 12 EMA. This looks good. The Dow, finance, industrials, healthcare, like HIMS, I saw that was going off. Yeah, those are the names that will potentially see the most upside, or are set up the best for more upside to lift the market. The semiconductors, yeah, we're still hanging out in this bear flag, the daily bear flag. We put in a 4-hour higher low. Now we're just looking for a lower high than 251.46, and we could just tighten up here for a while. But yeah, looking to put in a 4-hour lower high. We're at the 200 moving average. XLV, yep, just straight off the open, bought up, rated the daily ADMA, and bought up the whole day. XLF looks like it's putting in its daily high or low. We need to break the high of today to confirm that. What else was I going to look at? Names that stood out. RGTI, I'm still interested. I'm still in this. We're in a 4-hour equilibrium or daily equilibrium, whatever you want to look at it. We're looking for a 4-hour lower high than 1459, I think. 1458. So still tightening up in this point. So nothing changes until one of these levels breaks. If this one breaks, we're just looking at this high, which we're closing above the daily ADMA now. So I'm gaining more confidence in this name that this is a double bottom essentially will hold. We are still an inside bar on the weekly. Double inside bar. Double inside bar. So the break of that, I guess that's what I was kind of saying essentially. So looking strong, stronger than the other quantum computing names. I'll check IONQ. Overall, IONQ was, yeah, it's a little bit. So yeah, playing this this break from this daily equilibrium, getting support from the 50 moving average. NVIDIA, we did get our daily bear flag confirmed. So nothing has confirmed that now that we've broken this level, nothing is we're seeing, still have to see where we start seeing a daily bounce from. We can still see continued downside here. We have lost the 200 moving average. This could get uglier to the downside. Let's see where after hours. Oh, after hours we are bouncing. Okay, so we are thankfully bouncing on the 4 hour. We are just looking for a lower high on the 4 hour, then 127.85. So if this turns out to be a daily bear flag with no follow through, then we would be looking. We break the high of tomorrow, the high of today tomorrow, then that might have been a fake out and a bear trap essentially, and we head back bull. Just to look for a daily lower high though than this 127.85. If we break that, we're in. Well, we have this little high here, and then we're in gap fill territory. So NVIDIA is the weakest. AMD, actually, I'll check that next. Actually, AMD is not set up well either. We do have this triple bottom essentially here. If we lose that, we could be looking at this lower trend line, but like I said, we're at 52-week lows. This is not a name I would care about. Sure, it might find a bottom, but then you're fighting all this resistance on the way up. So that's why I play NVIDIA or one of the other good names. AVGO was one of the bounce winners where we finally saw a daily consolidation on AVGO today. We got a bit of a 213.70, 213.51. So we filled a little bit of the gap today. We're still closing underneath the daily moving averages here. We filled a little bit more of the gap. So we're seeing where this move bottoms out, essentially. So we're in daily consolidation. This move could just keep fading lower. So there's that to look out for. We're hopefully hourly oversold. Like I said, hourly oversold. If that ends up setting the daily high or low, that is a strong trend. If this just sets the daily high or low, that is an even stronger trend. Apple, Apple was weak. We did see a bit of a bounce at the end of the day. I have an alert here for, so we're looking at an equilibrium here. Expect extreme volatility both ways on this. I kind of thought maybe we might see the 200 moving average again. Just the way we go to the 50, slap down to the 200. I have an alert for 200 just to play off this low. Whether to take it or not, if it makes it or not, I'm not really worried. I'm in from the bottom. I played the break of 220 once already and took profit on the way up, and I'm in a risk-free position. I'm just letting it ride. Hopefully we don't just trade sideways this entire time, but that's okay. Palantir. Oh, this is definitely one of my winners. Big winners. Way up after hours on earnings. So we are gapping up huge. My game plan for tomorrow is sell half of my position on the open, and I will buy the first 5 minute oversold, or rebuy it on the first 5 minute oversold. If we just keep rallying up, that's fine. I will buy the first 5 minute oversold, whether we go up higher or not. I always had a price target of around 120 on this name. It was just a name that I thought from the bottom to the top, it's just one of the biggest names out there that we would see a 2,000% move, because like generally the biggest movers you see up to 2,000% moves, and so that's why I kind of gave it a $120 price target. Just, it's not worth that much, but that was just my personal target. And if we get more, we get more. I'm happy to make more on it. And I'm just I'll be taking profit on the open in low 100s. And the higher we go, I'll just be taking more profit. I'll buy the pullbacks. But as far as investing, this is not a name to invest in right now. We will see much lower prices on this name. This is something you want to invest maybe on daily oversold, or if you can get it, weekly oversold would be the best thing. Yeah, so Palantir, like I said, I was watching this cup and handle. Now we've broken out. It's absolutely crushed. Like I said, here was the cup handle. Boom, gone. Amazon. We're kind of hanging out up here. We've got a daily equilibrium here for 4-hour equilibrium. So we're trying to hold this level right here, and whatever way this breaks is going to decide short-term momentum. Reddit, another top name, looks like hourly oversold. Marked the bottom for the daily higher low. Boom, right off the open, bought it. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm going to be looking at. Visa, another good one. Keeps getting bought up. Let's see what. Yep, RC. Hourly oversold is just marking these bottoms. So these are the strong names. And that as well. The bounce winners of tariff day, essentially, those are the ones that are obviously going to be least affected if we do go into tariff. So have these ones on watch. Spotify, Visa, Snow, Walmart, IBM, Meta, Reddit, RGTI, Palantirs. Obviously it's kind of ran away now. But the names that aren't going to be affected by a trade war are kind of the better ones to be playing. They'll probably see the most upside. That's all I got for today. It was a crazy day. The most important thing is seeing where the lower highs come from. What is, like, how far of a retracement they make. Like I said, for the S&P 500, we have now retraced over 50%. So we should be looking at kind of an still be looking at this equilibrium play out, and that's what we should be playing off of. The headlines, they don't matter. The technicals, they matter. Where does this level hold, or do we break these? Do we come back to this zone? Headlines are just a way to scare you out of your positions. You need to play off levels. So we have solid levels to play off of now, and we're just going to be range bound hopefully here. If not, see upside. Okay, thank you. Bye.